A raw egg yolk contains lecithin. Lecithin is a phospholipid, a natural emulsifier that binds to oil and dirt and lifts them from any surface it touches, including the human scalp. It also contains biotin, a B vitamin that strengthens hair protein at the follicle, and it contains fatty acids that coat each strand from root to tip, sealing in moisture the way no silicone-based conditioner has ever replicated. A single egg costs 12 cents. It washes hair. It conditions hair. It feeds the scalp the exact nutrients it needs to produce thicker, stronger growth. And it rinses clean with nothing but warm water. For over 200 years, this was not a beauty secret. It was not a trend. It was not a recipe on the internet. It was the standard. Every woman in America, from the farm wife in Tennessee to the society matron in Boston, washed her hair with egg yolks. She rinsed with vinegar. She brushed 100 strokes before bed. And her hair was thicker, stronger, and healthier than anything produced by a modern shampoo commercial. Then, in 1934, a corporation introduced the first synthetic detergent shampoo. Within 2 decades, a $90 billion industry had replaced a 12-cent egg with a $9 bottle of sodium lauryl sulfate. The egg still works. The vinegar still works. The industry just spent 80 years making sure you would never try them. The global hair care industry generates over $90 billion a year. In the United States alone, the market exceeds $20 billion annually. Procter & Gamble, Unilever, and L'Oreal, 3 companies, control the majority of that market. 3 companies. Selling you detergent for your head, the average American woman spends between $600 and $900 a year on hair care products. Shampoo, conditioner, deep conditioner, leave-in conditioner, hair mask, hair serum, hair oil, heat protectant, dry shampoo, volumizing spray, anti-frizz cream, split-end treatment. Scalp scrub, count the bottles in your shower right now. Most American women have between 5 and 12 hair care products in active rotation. Each one lasts 3 to 8 weeks. Each one costs $4 to $15. Each one is repurchased on a cycle that never ends, because every product is designed to solve a problem that the previous product created. Shampoo strips the natural oils from your scalp, so you need conditioner to replace them. Conditioner weighs your hair down with silicone, so you need clarifying shampoo to strip the silicone. Clarifying shampoo dries your scalp out, so you need a scalp treatment. The scalp treatment builds up residue, so you need a detox mask. The cycle is not a flaw in the system. The cycle is the system. Every single product creates the need for the next one. Remove the shampoo from the equation and the entire chain collapses. No stripping means no dryness. No dryness means no conditioner. No conditioner means no silicone buildup. No buildup means no clarifying treatment. The whole system dissolves the moment you stop pouring detergent on your head. Over a decade, the average American woman sends $6,000 to $9,000 to the hair care industry. Over a lifetime, that number exceeds $30,000, spent on products that did not exist before 1934, solving problems that did not exist before 1934. Because before 1934, the human scalp was managing itself perfectly well with materials that cost nothing. Your great-grandmother did not have split ends. She did not have a dry scalp. She did not need 12 products, because she never introduced the chemical imbalance that makes 12 products necessary. She used an egg, she used vinegar, she used a brush, no sulfates, no silicones, no parabens, no fragrance, no subscription, no bottle, no brand, no $30,000 lifetime expense. Her hair was thicker than yours. That is not nostalgia. That is biology. In 1903, a German chemist named Hans Schwarzkopf invented a powder shampoo, a water-soluble cleaning agent sold in small paper packets for a few cents each. It was a curiosity, a convenience item. Before Schwarzkopf, the word shampoo did not refer to a product at all. It came from the Hindi word champo, meaning to press or massage the scalp. Shampooing was something you did with your hands, not something you poured from a bottle. In 1927, Schwarzkopf's company introduced the first liquid shampoo. It sold well in Europe. But in America, through the 20s and into the 30s, the vast majority of women still washed their hair the way their mothers and grandmothers had, with eggs, with cast-iron soap, with herbal rinses, with vinegar. Shampoo was a European novelty. Not a necessity, then came Dreamy. In 1934, Procter & Gamble introduced the first shampoo made entirely with synthetic surfactants. The chemistry was new. Instead of saponified fat, Dream used sodium lauryl sulfate, a petroleum-derived detergent that strips oil from any surface it touches. It lathered beautifully. It rinsed clean. and it removed every trace of the natural sebum that protects hair from drying, breaking, and thinning. P&G did not market Drene as a convenience. They marketed it as a medical advance. The advertisements claimed that soap-based washing left a dulling film on hair that only a synthetic detergent could remove. The implication was deliberate. The egg wash your mother taught you was not just old-fashioned. It was unhygienic, inadequate, primitive. By the 1950s, the television campaign was running full speed. The same advertising machine that sold Tide laundry detergent now sold Prel, Head & Shoulders, and Pantene. Every commercial showed the same image. A woman with impossibly glossy hair, swinging in slow motion, crediting her beauty to a bottle. In the 1970s, advertisements featuring celebrity models asserted that it was unhealthy not to shampoo several times a week. Daily shampooing became the cultural norm. Not because dermatologists recommended it, because the industry needed the product consumed faster. The more frequently you shampoo, the more bottles you buy. The more you strip your natural oils, the more conditioner you need. The more conditioner you use, the more clarifying shampoo you need to strip it off. Home economics textbooks that had once included recipes for egg washes and herbal rinses stopped printing them after 1960. Beauty magazines that had once recommended vinegar rinses replaced them with product reviews and brand advertisements. Not banned outright. Just never mentioned again in any home economics textbook, any beauty column, or any magazine published after 1960. The knowledge was not debunked. It was not disproven. It was simply drowned under $90 billion a year in advertising that said your hair needed chemistry. When all it ever needed was an egg. The system has 3 components. Every one of them is available in your kitchen right now, or at any grocery store for a combined cost of less than $1 per wash. Here is exactly what each one does, how it works, and what it replaces. 1. The egg yolk wash, 1 or 2 raw egg yolks, depending on hair length, cost between 12 and 25 cents total. That is the shampoo. Egg yolks contain lecithin, a phospholipid that functions as a natural surfactant. A surfactant is the only thing shampoo actually is. It is a molecule with one end that attracts oil and one end that attracts water, allowing dirt and grease to be lifted from a surface and rinsed away. Lecithin does this without stripping the scalp's natural sebum layer. Commercial sulfates strip everything. Lecithin lifts dirt and leaves the protective oils intact. Egg yolks also contain biotin, vitamin A, vitamin E, and omega-3 fatty acids. These are the same nutrients that commercial hair products add back in synthetic form after their sulfates have stripped them away. The egg delivers the cleansing and the nutrition in one step. The commercial system requires 2 separate products, shampoo and conditioner, to achieve an inferior version of the same result. To use it, separate the yolks from the whites. Beat the yolks with 2 tablespoons of lukewarm water until smooth. Wet your hair with lukewarm water, not hot. Hot water will cook the egg on contact. Massage the yolk mixture into your scalp and through the lengths of your hair for 2 to 3 minutes. Rinse thoroughly with cool or lukewarm water. Your hair will feel different immediately. Not stripped, not squeaky. Clean, but with its natural weight and softness intact. That unfamiliar feeling is what clean hair actually feels like when its oils have not been dissolved by petroleum-based detergent. 1 ingredient. 12 cents. Replaces shampoo, deep conditioner, and hair mask. 3 products eliminated. 2. The apple cider vinegar rinse. A gallon of apple cider vinegar costs $3 to $5 at any grocery store. A single rinse uses 2 tablespoons diluted in 1 cup of water. At that rate, 1 gallon provides over 100 rinses. More than 2 years of weekly use. Cost per rinse, roughly 3 cents. Vinegar is a mild acid, typically 4 to 5% acetic acid in water. The human scalp and hair have a natural pH of 4.5 to 5.5, slightly acidic. Commercial shampoos are alkaline. Every time you shampoo, you raise the pH of your hair, which lifts the cuticle. The cuticle is the protective outer layer of each strand. Lifted cuticles cause frizz, tangles, dullness, and breakage. That is not damage from your hair type. That is damage from your shampoo. An apple cider vinegar rinse restores the hair to its natural acidic pH. The cuticle flattens. The strand becomes smooth. Light reflects evenly off the surface. The result is identical to commercial conditioner. Smoothness, shine, and detangling. Achieved by correcting the pH damage that the commercial shampoo caused in the first place. To use it, mix 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar in 1 cup of cool water. After your egg yolk wash, pour the mixture slowly through your hair from roots to ends. Let it sit for 1 to 2 minutes. Rinse with cool water. The vinegar smell disappears completely once hair dries. Vinegar also has mild antimicrobial properties that help control the fungus that causes dandruff. It dissolves mineral buildup from hard water, and it removes residue from styling products, functioning as the clarifying treatment that the commercial system charges $8 to $12 per bottle to provide one ingredient, 3 cents per use. Replaces conditioner, clarifying rinse, anti-frizz treatment, and detangling spray. 4 more products eliminated. 3. The rosemary rinse. A bunch of fresh rosemary costs $2 at any grocery store and provides 4 to 6 rinses. A jar of dried rosemary from the spice aisle costs $3 and lasts months. A rosemary plant in a kitchen window costs $4 and provides an indefinite, permanent supply for free. Rosemary contains rosmarinic acid and carnosic acid, compounds that stimulate blood circulation in the scalp. Increased blood flow to the hair follicle means more nutrients reaching the root, which means stronger, faster growth. Victorian-era beauty guides recommended rosemary rinses as the standard treatment for thinning hair. They were not guessing. The botanical science confirms the mechanism. To use it, steep a handful of fresh rosemary, or 2 tablespoons of dried, in 2 cups of boiling water. Let it cool to room temperature. After your egg wash and vinegar rinse, pour the rosemary infusion through your hair as a final rinse. Do not rinse it out. Let your hair dry naturally with the rosemary water still in it. For the advanced method, steep the rosemary directly in your apple cider vinegar for 1 week. Strain it. Use the rosemary-infused vinegar as your regular rinse. This combines the pH correction of the vinegar with the circulation boost of the rosemary. A 2-in-1 treatment in a single pour, 1 ingredient. Pennies per use, or free from a windowsill plant. Replaces scalp treatment, growth serum, and strengthening spray. 3 more products eliminated, 3 ingredients. Under 30 cents per wash. 10 commercial products replaced. The biology has not changed since your great-grandmother's time. Lecithin still emulsifies oil. Acetic acid still seals the cuticle. Rosmarinic acid still stimulates circulation. The products in your shower do the same things, with petroleum-derived surfactants that strip instead of lift, silicones that coat instead of nourish, and synthetic fragrances designed to mask the chemical smell underneath. The transition takes 2 to 3 weeks. During that period, your scalp, which has been conditioned by years of daily stripping to overproduce oil as a defense mechanism, will recalibrate. Sebum production will slow to its natural rate. By week 3, you will wash your hair 2 to 3 times per week instead of daily. Your hair will be stronger, your scalp will be calmer, and you will have eliminated up to $900 a year from your bathroom. Walk into any farmhouse in rural Virginia in 1935, any farmhouse in the Appalachian foothills, any row house in Philadelphia, any bungalow in Tulsa. On every woman's vanity, you would have found the same tools. A boar bristle brush, a bottle of vinegar, a bowl for cracking eggs, no shampoo, no conditioner, no serum, no spray. During the Depression, women washed their hair once a week. They brushed every night. 100 strokes, root to tip, distributing the natural oils from scalp to ends. That brushing was not vanity. It was the delivery system. Sebum is the finest hair conditioner that exists. It coats each strand with a waterproof protective layer. The brush moves it from where it is produced, the scalp, to where it is needed, the lengths and the tips. Victorian women in the 1800s followed the exact same method. They beat egg yolks with warm water and massaged the mixture through their hair. They rinsed with vinegar, infused with rosemary or lavender. Their hair grew to extraordinary lengths, not because of superior genetics, because they never introduced the chemical cycle that causes modern hair to break, thin, and fail. The Romans used olive oil and vinegar rinses 2,000 years ago. The Japanese rinsed with fermented rice water during the Edo period, over 400 years of continuous use. Indian women washed with soap nuts, a natural fruit containing plant-based surfactants, for thousands of years. Every culture on Earth solved the same problem the same way, gently, naturally, at zero cost. Then one industry decided that clean hair required a petroleum-based detergent applied daily, followed by a silicone sealant, followed by 10 supplementary products to repair the damage caused by the first 2. And an entire civilization believed them, because they spent $90 billion a year making sure it would. For 12 cents, 1 egg yolk, a splash of vinegar, and a sprig of rosemary, you can wash, condition, and strengthen your hair with the same ingredients that kept American women's hair thick and healthy for 2 centuries. Starting tonight, no transition products, no special bottles. The same biology that worked in 1935 works right now. The complete system, including exact ratios, weekly washing schedules, herbal rinse recipes, and the full Depression-era body care method, is linked in the description below. The Complete Depression-era Household Manual, 100 formulas that replace every product in your home. https://beforethysoldit.netlify.app.tomorrow. The Depression-era Stain Remover that costs $0. Dry cleaners have been hiding this for 80 years. The hair care industry generates $90 billion a year. They cannot sell you a single bottle if you know what is in this video. Every product in your home once had a $0 version. They buried it. Now you know.